The CIS iSpace. Here, we know that students are using immense power of digital media to explore, connect, and create and learn in ways never imagined, specifically during this time of online learning. So we have put together a whole collection of support for you to self-help, but also, and that includes finding others who can help you. So self-help doesn't mean you are alone. Self-help can mean you're finding others who can support you. So please know that we are all here to support you, and through the iSpace orientation, you remember the team that is here to support you, and that includes two parts. ICT Help, which is in room 425, and they are here every school day, 7:30 to typically 4:30 p.m. Often later, but not guaranteed. You can always reach them by phone at extension 950. And here is a list of those members. For EdTech coaches, they're split up into primary school and secondary school, where the ICT Help team supports hardware and software. We help with anything involving teaching and learning. So that is key. We each have our individual emails for the schools, so for primary and for secondary. This reaches all the members of the team. You could always make an appointment through Google Calendar or stop by each of our rooms. Some really good supports are the iSpace for Students, where if you wanted to also see what students have access to and what platforms, apps, or resources that they are being asked to use and how you might find you can support them by directing them to the iSpace for Students. And then there's also one for parents, which that's more on not the teacher end, but on our end or admin's end. But you could always direct parents here for some support as well. We've gone through your tech and proper care, Wi-Fi and security. Hopefully you are all finding that bookmarking this page, the CIS services page, helpful. Now this is a page that you can access by clicking here, and it will bring you directly to the site. Or if you have bookmarked already the site, it is services.cis.edu.hk. At CIS, in addition to PowerSchool, PowerTeacher Pro, Schoology, rooms, which we will cover shortly in another session, your EdTech and iSpace, it's actually been changed to iSpace. Bookmarks, these are just shortcuts, or if you would, bookmarking this page allows you to have easy access to these bookmarks. We are also a Google Suite for Education School, and that includes a whole bunch of apps that come along with it, but not Google Classroom. So just wanted to point that out. We will not utilize Google Classroom, but we do have access to all of these apps that are part of the G Suite for Education School. And we are an Apple school, so that means we are using only Apple devices, and we utilize Google apps. That does not mean that you cannot use Safari. That does not mean that you cannot use Firefox or Word, Excel, or other apps. It just means that these are typically the ones that we use as a school. Specifically, we store everything when possible in Google Drive. We utilize Docs, Sheets, Slides, and so on to support collaboration between staff members and maybe staff admin, staff students, and sometimes even staff parents. We hope that you are taking care and working with your devices in a smart and healthy way. So we will refer to this often and ensuring that you are taking proper care. Now, looking a little further into the iSpace, we will have a couple of times throughout the year that we will have iSpace sessions. And this is something that you can simply stop in on, whether we're on campus or via Zoom. Typically, we hold a topic session 3 times a day. So the same topic, Google Calendar, we would have in the morning before school starts, during lunchtime, and after school. So that way we try to reach you when you might be free that day, depending on your schedule. It might change from day to day, but we hope that either before school or after school, or maybe even during lunch, you can come in for a quick 15-minute session, and then if needed, book us for further support. Now, the iSpace tips page does invite you to explore topics through the drop-down menu. All accordions, right? So you click on the arrow and it opens up, expands like an accordion. Now, our first tech tip, please, whenever you experience an issue, it is really good practice to restart your device, whether it's your phone, iPad, any tablet, laptop. Restart your machine. It fixes so many problems. And normal practice is to restart your laptop once a week, and mobile devices probably once a month. I also look for updates fairly often. When possible, I set them to automatic check for updates. But here we will explore just a couple of these, like our blended learning. We do offer a couple of ways to support blended learning. And if you are in the science, math, or language departments, you have access to Education Perfect. It is a fantastic resource. Teachers absolutely love it, and those 3 departments have budgeted for and paid for this subscription for the entire year. What we often use as a whole school and have paid access for the entire school is Edpuzzle. So you can begin using Edpuzzle for blended learning options. So we've purchased the Pro account. You can click here and enter in that upgrade code to upgrade to the Pro account. And we do offer some information like how to log in, help center, students can create their own projects, and so on. This site is set up so that you can see either screencasts, guides, information, video. Typically the underline mark is a link and will bring you to further support. Well, we hope that this introduction to the iSpace was helpful. You will see that some of these might be quite extensive, but it is upon you to look through and find the resource that supports you. If you notice, via email, we will send out a couple times a year something called 120 seconds. These are simply documents that come through, and we assume that they will take no more than 120 seconds to read, and we also provide them here. So the previous 120 seconds are here, and we will continue to update this. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please write us at this email address. Thank you so much. Have a great day.